the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the...
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Seattle. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Bengals take over first and 10. Let's go, at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go. 15, line. 15 line. 54. Squeeze, double up. Smooth. There.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Defense.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Two-jet bombers. Let's go.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. A big play there for Cincinnati. 47 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
Wahoo! Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Got it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that'll bring up second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Second and 10. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green there to make the grab. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Good. Let's go right here.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch the run. One left. Check. Front left. 52 to Mike. Man,
here's Carson. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Well, the Bengals and Seahawks meeting here in Week 1, and this is a combination that we haven't seen that often on the turf. If you look back to when the franchises began facing each other all the way back in 1977, but since then, just 20 meetings between the two teams. And the Bengals have won 11 of them, including the last meeting back in October of 2015. On 3rd down, Carson, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Good track. Mike.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give him a gain of 37. How about the rookie and his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second and 9 now. He completes it to Boyd. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks, nothing.
Here we go. 30 base.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up second and a yard.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
This is Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. A carry here for the big tight end. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Mike 54. Not here. 14. Mike Mike 4.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
52's the mark, boy. 52. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Double dog, that's the way.
From the 39, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Gotta go, in and out.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Check, walk 54. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On first down, Carson. Jesse Bates, who led the Bengals in tackles as a rookie, there to make the stop.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm going to run you over. There.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
14, Friday. That's it.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. 19.
Now it's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. Well, let's see. He was 8 of 13 prior to that pass. Now 8 of 14, Charles.
Yeah, that's not horrible, but he's been under a ton of pressure throughout this game. Not able to stay on his spot. You know, quarterbacks talk about that all the time, being able to get to one place, set up and throw. When they make you move a little bit, oftentimes your accuracy suffers.
14.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Watch that in. Let's go 14.
Mike 52. We got to get the ball.
Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Set, ready? 91. 5. Mike 5-4. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going back to you. Go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man is Ross, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Joe Mixon gets around him, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They'll set up a throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First down, Cincinnati.
Down. 15 run. 15 line. Watch the flat. Watch the flat. Ready.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Bravo.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go. Set. 10 logo. Hey, Charlie. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Stop.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
36 power.
Throwing again. Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. To throw again is Wilson, rolling to his right, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 81 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Josh Bynes. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
I don't think you got it.
Look.
51, Mike, 51. Check. 51, Mike. Mike.
Third and long. It's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
Good job right there.
On third down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth.
Reload. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Good, guys. 4 down. Boy, 52. Hey, pick it.
Alert.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. This is caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
Got a man open. It's Ross. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. That one goes for 24 yards. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football, where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Cincinnati, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.